You ever heard the saying that says an author is only as good as their villains? Well, today we're going to talk about some amazing authors who have written amazing villains, and I can't wait to dive into this list with you all. All right, let's get started. Coming up next on this channel, before we get into the nitty-gritty of this list, I want to remind you all that we are nearing our 1-year anniversary here on this channel. So if you haven't already, please hit that subscribe button so that you don't miss out on any future videos. Also, I want to invite you all to come hang out with me on social media. I share all kinds of fun stuff over there, including progress updates for my upcoming fantasy novel, excerpts from my novella, and even early looks at future videos. So if you want to see more from me, come hang out with me on social media. You can also request a video or come chat with me and my awesome moderators and me and all of our lovely community members. It's just a great time, and I would love to see you over there. Okay, now that we got that all out of the way, let's jump right into the meat of this list. I really hope you enjoy these picks because I absolutely loved reading these books. Let's get right into it. Number 10, The Night Circus by Erin Morgenstern, The Clockwork King and the Star Eater. These two villains are two sides of the same coin, and I absolutely loved seeing them both come together. They are literally the literal personifications of day and night. The Star Eater is a beautiful and tragic villain whose sole purpose is to bring night to the world. However, the true beauty of this character lies in how tragically flawed he is. He does not realize how much pain he has caused until it is almost too late to do anything about it. Then there's the Clockwork King, who is essentially a cruel dictator that uses fear to keep his people under his thumb. This character's arrogance was his ultimate demise, and it was a pleasure to watch him fall. Number 9, Throne of Glass by Sarah J. Maas, the Great Lord of the Fae. If you've ever wanted to read about a villain that makes your skin crawl, then look no further than the Great Lord of the Fae. Everything about this character screams evil, from his obsession with torturing Selena Sardothian to his sheer hatred for humans. This character truly believes that he is above everything and everyone, and it is his arrogance that leads to his downfall. Number 8, The Lies of Locke Lamora by Scott Lynch, Chains. Now, Chains are actually a group of antagonists rather than just one single character, but they deserve every second of the spotlight that they receive in this series. The Lies of Locke Lamora is the first book in the Gentleman Bastard series, and if you haven't checked it out yet, I highly recommend it. Anyway, Chains is a group of religious fanatics that believe that Locke and his band of thieves are nothing but sinners. This group goes to extreme lengths to try and punish Locke for his sins, which creates a lot of conflict within the series. They are not only a group of fanatics, but they are also incredibly powerful, which makes them all the more dangerous. I cannot wait to see what happens to them in the next book when it finally comes out. Number 7, Red, White and Royal Blue by Casey McQuiston, Sexy Alex. Okay, so maybe the name isn't actually Sexy Alex, but I refuse to call him anything else. I mean, have you seen him? Come on. Anyway, this character is introduced as a charming and charismatic prince from England. However, it is later revealed that he is nothing but a manipulative and arrogant snob. He uses his position and power to try and control others, and he will stop at nothing to get what he wants. Now, despite being a villain, I still have to admit that he's kind of hot. But that doesn't change the fact that he is a terrible person. Number 6, The Cruel Prince by Holly Black, Carden Greenbrier. Look, if you haven't already guessed, I really like morally grey characters, and Carden Greenbrier is no exception. Now, while he may start off as a cruel and sadistic prince, we soon learn that he is much more than that. He is a character that is constantly evolving and changing, which makes him all the more interesting to watch. In addition, the way that Holly Black writes him is so incredibly alluring that it's hard not to fall for him. Despite being a villain, he is a character that I find myself rooting for, despite his actions. Number 5, Six of Crows by Leigh Bardugo, the Jan van Ecke. The Jan van Ecker is a powerful and ruthless crime boss who rules over the barrel. He is a man who is feared by all who know him, and he will stop at nothing to protect his power. Now, while he may seem like a typical villain, he is actually much more complex than that. He is a man who is driven by his past and his desire for revenge. And while his methods are often brutal and violent, he is a character that you can understand where he's coming from. Number 4, Daughter of Smoke and Bone by Laini Taylor, The Angel. The Angel is a celestial being of immense power and beauty who serves as the main antagonist in the Daughter of Smoke and Bone trilogy. Now, this character is driven by a deep sense of duty and a desire to maintain the balance between the mortal world and the world of the angels. Despite his noble intentions, the Angel becomes increasingly ruthless and tyrannical as the story progresses, which makes him a terrifying and formidable villain. He is a character that raises questions about the nature of good and evil and the dangers of unchecked power. And I think that's a really interesting concept. Number 3, Shadow and Bone by Leigh Bardugo, The Darkling. Okay, so I couldn't make this list without including at least one character from the Shadow and Bone trilogy. The Darkling, also known as the Shadow, is a powerful and enigmatic character who serves as the main antagonist in the Shadow and Bone trilogy. He is a mysterious figure, shrouded in darkness, who possesses a dangerous and seductive charm. His true motives and origins are unclear, which makes him a fascinating and unpredictable villain. Plus, can we take a moment to appreciate how beautifully written he is? Like, I am in awe of how Leigh Bardugo brought this character to life. The Darkling is a complex and compelling character who commands both fear and respect from those around him. His presence is a constant source of danger and intrigue, keeping readers on the edge of their seats as they try to figure out what his next move is going to be. Number 2. The Winner's Curse by Marie Rutkowski, Kestrel. Kestrel is a captivating and ruthless young woman who serves as the main antagonist in The Winner's Curse. She is a cunning and ambitious leader of a rebel faction who will stop at nothing to overthrow the oppressive regime that rules her world. Now, despite being a villain, Kestrel is a well-developed character with a strong sense of loyalty and a deep sense of justice. Her motivations are rooted in a desire to protect her people and secure a better future for them. However, her methods are often brutal and morally ambiguous, which makes her a compelling and thought-provoking antagonist. And finally, number 1, The Atlas 6 by Olivia Blake, The Atlas Corporation. Now, before you get mad at me for choosing a group of people as my number 1 pick, hear me out. The Atlas Corporation is made up of 6 incredibly powerful and influential people who possess unique abilities and vast knowledge. They are a secretive and shadowy organization that operates behind the scenes to control and manipulate world events, which makes them a formidable and terrifying force. Each member of the corporation is highly intelligent and skilled, making them a formidable team. Their combined intellect and power make them a force to be reckoned with, capable of manipulating global events and controlling the lives of countless individuals. Additionally, the corporation's secrecy and anonymity add to their mystique and menace, making them all the more dangerous and unpredictable. Now, I could literally stand here and talk about these characters all day long, but I know that you all want to hear from me. So let's wrap this up. Leave a comment down below and let me know which villain you think deserves to be no. And for me, it's definitely a tie between the Angel and the Atlas Corporation. But hey, that's just me. Also, if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button so you don't miss any future videos. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you next time.